A stack of elegant cream-colored invitations with gold embossing rested on the living room coffee table. A small pile of charred thick paper smoldered nearby. The air still lingered with the faint, cloying sweetness of champagne they had taste-tested the day before. Tomorrow, Sophia Reynolds and I were set to exchange vows. 5 years of our journey, from tentative hand-holding as shy students on the university quad, to sharing meager ramen meals in a cramped studio apartment, and finally arriving at this luxurious condo with its panoramic view of the Chicago River. Life had been a relentless grind, but it felt authentic and promising. I truly believed this was our forever. My phone buzzed insistently in my pocket, once, then twice. It was not Sophia. She would be at her final dress fitting for that exorbitantly priced custom gown, or getting her nails done alongside her gaggle of loud bridesmaids. I fished it out. The screen glowed with a name, Ethan Harrington, Sophia's longtime male best friend from high school. He hailed from old money, sported a slick, punchable smirk, and always regarded me with an air of unearned superiority. Ethan's just like a brother to me. Don't make it weird, Sophia would dismiss whenever I mentioned it. I took her at her word. Or perhaps I simply chose not to dig deeper. A man needs a measure of confidence in his relationship. My thumb swiped across the screen. It was not a text message. It was a video. The thumbnail showed only a dark, indistinct blur. Beneath it, a caption dripped with venom, "Nathan, you have to see this. Your precious bride-to-be. Guess who's keeping her company right now?" My heart clenched like a fist in a vice. My fingertips went numb for a moment. Hesitating only briefly, I pressed play. The footage opened in dim, seedy amber light from a hotel bedside lamp. The camera wobbled unsteadily before sharpening into focus. Crisp white hotel sheets twisted around two entangled bodies. The woman's head was thrown back in abandon, her long hair splayed messily across the pillows. Her face flushed deep, mouth parted in a moan I recognized all too well. It was Sophia. She wore the lavender lace lingerie I had surprised her with on my last business trip, the set she swore she adored. The man positioned above her turned his head toward the camera, a smug, twisted grin splitting his features. Ethan. With brazen audacity, he pulled one hand free to flash a vulgar gesture directly at the lens. A guttural growl rumbled from deep in my throat. It was not mere fury, it was a sharper, icier sensation slicing through my veins. The blood in my body turned to frost. The video pressed on. Ethan's repulsive face filled the frame as he leaned in close, his voice ragged from exertion. "Take a good look, Nathan. Your fiancée is a wildfire in bed. She screams way louder for me than she ever did for you. 5 years of your pathetic tending, and you couldn't make her bloom. I'll wager I got her pregnant in one go. You lost everything. Tomorrow, prepare to be the city's biggest joke, loser." The clip ended, frozen on Ethan's contorted, laughing visage. The room plunged into utter silence. Those invitations on the table seared into my vision. The champagne's once sweet aroma now reeked of decay. I switched off the video. The blank screen mirrored my own ashen, hollow face. I did not hurl the phone or unleash a scream. Instead, my fingers moved with the steady precision of a surgeon. I opened my contacts and dialed Priya Voss, the wedding coordinator. She answered on the first ring, her tone bubbling with professional zeal. "Mr. Blackwell, everything is triple confirmed, the venue, flowers, band, flawless for tomorrow." "Cancel it all," I stated flatly, my voice stripped of any feeling, as if ordering takeout. "Cancel. Mr. Blackwell, the wedding is tomorrow. Guests are notified, the hotel, cars, reception, the losses would be. Do it now. Keep the deposits. I'll cover every cancellation fee." Her voice faltered in disbelief. "Mr. Blackwell, are you serious? You and Miss Reynolds. Just handle it," I cut in, my tone brooking no debate. "Money's no object. Stop everything." A stunned pause, then a trembling affirmation. "Yes, sir. Right away." I ended the call and immediately rang the hotel's general manager. "Mr. Harlan, the Blackwell wedding reception tomorrow, cancelled. Void all room blocks. Bill my account for penalties. Mr. Blackwell, is everything all right?" His voice held shock but steadiness. Make it happen. Next came the limo service, florist, bakery, live band, officiant, one methodical call after another. My delivery stayed robotic and emotionless: notify, cancel, pay fees in full. No explanations offered. With each connection severed, the apartment's silence deepened, pressing like a weight. The stack of crimson invitations seemed to leer mockingly from the coffee table. Then my phone erupted. Sophia's name blazed across the screen. I let it ring through several cycles before accepting. Nathan. Her shriek pierced the speaker, a chaotic blend of sobs, hysteria, and fury. Are you out of your mind? Priya just called, the wedding's off. What does that even mean? Guests are en route, my parents, yours, all our friends and family. What the hell is wrong with you? Her words spilled in a frantic torrent. I could envision her vividly, perfect makeup streaked with tears, standing in that overpriced gown like a punctured balloon, her bridesmaids squawking in confusion nearby. Nathan, talk to me. Are you deaf? Do you grasp what you've done? How am I supposed to show my face tomorrow? I changed my mind, I interjected softly, the words landing like ice water, silencing her barrage. Changed your mind? Nathan, this is our wedding, not some casual outing. You can't just, beep, beep, beep. I hung up without another word. Blessed quiet enveloped the space once more. I approached the invitations, lifting one. It bore a photo of Sophia and me beaming like fools. My fingers dug in, ripping the cardstock with a sharp, echoing tear. I crumpled the half with my name and discarded it. The fragment showing her fractured smile, I carried to the floor-to-ceiling window. Beyond, the city lights shimmered like scattered stars. Tomorrow had promised to be my life's pinnacle. I released my grip. The paper scrap fluttered downward into the abyss, vanishing without trace. Gradually, a cold, mirthless smile crept across my face. The true contest had begun. Ethan. Sophia. Prepare to settle the score. Sophia fell silent after that, no further calls. She was likely still ranting or frantically phoning vendors to stem the disaster. Ethan remained mute as well. His venomous video had been his opening salvo, and now he probably lurked in the shadows, anticipating my breakdown, eager for the spectacle of a jilted groom becoming Chicago's punchline. He would be sorely disappointed. I retreated to my home office and fired up my laptop. The screen's cold glow illuminated my impassive features. No rage clouded my thoughts, no grief weighed me down, only a surgical detachment, like a physician identifying and excising a malignancy. Ethan Harrington was the primary target. His family's enterprise, Harrington Imports, was a middling trading outfit built on fortunate breaks and the founder's cunning. They trafficked in construction materials and consumer imports. Ethan's father, Victor Harrington, embodied the brash new money archetype, cunning, avaricious, and dripping arrogance. Ethan, his sole heir, bore the vice president title but squandered days chasing skirts, drag racing, and torching his inheritance. A handful of veteran managers kept the ship afloat. Whispers had long circulated of disorganized ledgers. Over 5 years, via Sophia, I had absorbed stray details: Ethan's boasts about his latest sports car, complaints over his father's allowance cuts, crowing about a massive new contract. I had brushed him off as a vapid playboy. Now, those fragments formed a map to his every weakness. I logged into a fortified overseas server, activating a discrete application for my Wall Street tenure, a covert portal to financial and corporate databases. High stakes, high yield. Precisely what I required. I entered Harrington Imports and struck return. Data cascaded across the display: registrations, shareholder breakdowns, multi-year financials, tax filings, transaction logs, supplier and client lists, loan docs, even pilfered internal emails and minutes. My gaze probed like a scanner, pinpointing irregularities. There, in the past 3 years, surface revenues appeared healthy with growth. But drill into cost of goods, especially logistics and tariffs, figures grotesquely inflated, dwarfing industry norms. Bank trails revealed recurring fat payments to obscure British Virgin Islands consultancies for services. Those funds looped back into Victor's personal shell companies, masked as procurement expenses. Classic related party chicanery to siphon profits and dodge hefty taxes. The crown jewel lurked in an email from 3 months prior: greenlighting a mega deal in Southeast Asia. Victor had collateralized nearly all assets, real estate, inventory, for over $80 million in short-term bridge loans from 3 banks and 2 private financiers. His email brimmed with hubris: "This is a lock. We'll double profits, repay effortlessly." The deal contract scan. Counterparty, a dubious Asian entity with token capital. Terms predatory, minimal upfront, crippling breach penalties. A blatant snare. Victor, eyes glazed by greed and delusion, had overlooked every warning. Ethan likely never skimmed the pages, too preoccupied plotting luxury splurges. My keystrokes flew, precise and unyielding. I collated it all: fraud proofs, illicit transfers, tax cheats, perilous loans, mortgage papers, Victor's offshore money path. Compressed the most lethal evidence into files. New email draft. Recipients: a top IRS criminal investigator, Harrington's lead bank's risk chief, the cutthroat private lenders, select rivals poised to feast on the carcass. Subject: irrefutable proof, financial fraud, tax evasion, loan manipulation, asset looting at Harrington Imports, Victor Harrington. Body: 1 line. Attachments are authentic. Act swiftly. Concerned citizen. Cursor lingered over send. Ethan's gloating mug from the video, Sophia's shrieks on the phone, they flashed vividly. Click. Dispatched. Laptop powered down, office darkened. At the window, the city sprawled glittering below. While it slumbered, a tempest brewed silently over the Harringtons. My phone flickered anew. Sophia, from an unfamiliar number. Declined and blocked. Another unknown. I picked up. Nathan. Her voice rasped, raw from weeping, laced with feigned outrage masking terror. What do you want? You've obliterated everything. My parents will disown me. Ethan, that name narrowed my eyes. Sophia, I cut across smoothly, tone even as discussing forecasts. Wedding's done. We're finished. As for Ethan, you'll learn my demands shortly. Savor the calm. She sputtered. I disconnected, blocked. Total silence reigned. My machinery of retribution whirred to life. Ethan, your gilded existence ends here. And this marks merely the prelude. The ensuing days blended frenzy and serenity. The wedding cancellation tsunami crashed briefly, family lines buzzed with queries, tears, bewilderment. I fielded one parental call, Sophia committed the unforgivable, then withdrew. They grasped my resolve, becoming my shield against the onslaught. Sophia's circle devolved into mayhem. She and her parents hammered unknown numbers with curses, pleas, flimsy alibis. Misunderstanding. Ethan was comforting me. Videos doctored. I was tipsy. Nothing occurred. 5 years, you can't abandon me. Pathetic buzz, like insects against glass. No replies, no pickups. Every line blocked. Ethan, oddly, stayed buried post-video. Overconfident in my impotence, or cowering for the groom's public humiliation. My hush heralded the gale. Storm signals arrived swifter than anticipated. For days after the axe fell, a finance app pinged, breaking, Harrington Imports reels from crisis. Banks demand repayment. Suppliers besiege HQ. I tapped through. Peace was terse yet packed, IRS raid for grave tax fraud alleged by sources. Main lenders halted credit, recalled debts over risks. Suppliers mobbed headquarters that morning, banners aloft, Harrington owes us. Victor, pay up. Snapshot captured irate throng outside their unassuming tower. Flawless execution. I pocketed the phone, face unaltered. Mere overture. Phone thrummed. Unsaved number, I recognized the owner. Victor Harrington's private line. Answered. His timbre, once gravelly self-made growl, now shredded cornered beast roar amid door slams, shouts. Nathan, you snake. This your handiwork? Mr. Harrington, issue. Bland query. Feign ignorance. IRS swarming, banks clawing, suppliers baying, you're doing. Over my boy. Mr. Harrington, I broke in, mild bewilderment infused, your firm faces audits, loan calls, payment demands. Business hazards. How ties to your son's video gift? He unraveled. Wall Street pup thinks he frightens me. My clan's embedded here decades. You'll, Mr. Harrington. Ice edged my words. Instead of bellowing, tally that $80 million bridge debt. IRS fines. That Asian firm just declared bankruptcy, your deposit evaporated. Dead air, ragged breaths. He never dreamed I'd pierce his direst secret. You, how? Whisper quaked pure dread. Knowledge source irrelevant. Clock ticks, banks, usurers, penalties, suppliers. How long till your realm crumbles? Nathan. Despair's wail. What price? Cash. State it. Spare my son, the firm. Mocking chuckle escaped. Your money. And Ethan. Relished his token. Mine dwarfs it, for both. Bon appetit. Severed. Next ring, Sophia. No ire or supplication, visceral panic. Nathan, crisis. Ethan's kin imploding. Father ruined, firm gutted. Bankers, collectors, feds everywhere. You orchestrated. So vicious. Sophia. Name alone froze her. Pity him. Flat. Trifle. He flaunts conquests. Relay, family vessel founders. First swell merely. Grip tight. You. Distance yourself, lest drown. Monster. Crackled fury fear. No patience for vitriol. Hung, blocked. Silence redux. Whiskey poured, amber swirled undrunk. Chilled satisfaction coursed. Ethan deemed victory his, repayments interest commenced. Harrington imports downfall struck like avalanche, total, inexorable. My precision-tipped emails struck Rot's heart. IRS probe damning, back taxes, fines, interest bled reserves dry. Banks, lenders vulture swooped lawsuits, summons deluging Victor's office, home. Stiff suppliers radicalized, barricading HQ, picketing his gated enclave. Business pages gorged, Victor Harrington's empire vaporizes. Once minor mogul now leper, deadbeat fraud. Hacks mobbed premises, domicile, lenses primed for wreckage. Mansion entombed, drapes barricaded prying orbs, trapping despair's fug. Salon carnage, shattered vase shards on Persian rug, ashtrays brimming butts, air-choked stale tobacco, spirits, surrender. Victor aged 2 decades overnight, tresses wild, sockets sunken bloodshot, vacant ceiling stare clutching bourbon husk. Suit creased, tie askew. Done. All dust, horse rasp. Ethan fetal on facing settee, pallid, vacant-eyed tremor. Designer tea soiled, swagger pulverized to abject fright. My glacial visage, just starting, echoed. Shadow choked breath. Dad, plan. Collector's vow leg snapping, Ethan's sob choked. Victor bolted, feral desperation blazing. Me. Your folly, trash. Sidestep that fiend, Nathan. Warned off Sophia Reynolds. Fun fine, commitment folly. Provoke her men. Behold joy, your rutting felled us. Bottle hurled, explosive shatter. Sorry, Dad. Blind to his savagery. Rescue me, us. Victor slumped, vitality ebbed. Save via ghosts. Funds. Manse, rides, firm, evaporated. Vultures whirl. Robert Harrington finishes. Tears carved weathered furrows. Doorbell hammered relentless, door pummeling, Harrington, emerge. No coin, I torch this heap. Private lender, bank's brutal kin. Shudder racked Victor, hope's ember extinguished to ash. He lurched upright, ignoring din, quaking air. Spectral, starebound. Dad. Ethan alarmed. No reply, form crested landing. Minutes, crump, visceral thud pierced portal frenzy. World halted. Front barrage stilled. Ethan blanched rigid, pupils abyss-wide terror. Venom certainty slithered. He clawed drapes to yard doors. Sun blasted. Lawn, Victor twisted heap unnatural. Crimson viscous fount mushroomed sunglint gruesome. Ethan gaped mute, we strangled. Dread's talons throttled lungs, crushed core. Legs buckled, hot urine torrent soaked. Father leaped. Nathan drove. Brand seared soul. Outside chaos reignited, gasps, shudder frenzy, creditor roars. Inside, Ethan marble-floored crumple, leaf quake, gaze horror-locked, mute fractured sobs. Devil incarnate. Victor's plunge ignited inferno, Shaw saga grisly tabloid feast. CEO leaps amid firm Armageddon. Debt-crushed Harrington patriarch suicide apparent. Mogul to meet, Harrington blood finale. Headlines merciless. Backyard atrocity, telesnapped, blur-veiled iconic, net-riddled. Demise crested corporate tragedy, sun villain forged. Air slayer, kin wrecker. Tar stuck Ethan. Public toxin magnet, curses, jeers viral. Playboy trove exhumed, proof deserved doom. Court seized manse, auction queued. Ethan stray-kicked, destitute. Creditor snatched phone payment. No hearth, allies, dread or schadenfreude fled them. Public visage scorn deluge. Ghosted, last coins snagged reeking windowless tenement fringe industrial. Roaches scuttled damp plaster, brawls, mold urine miasma symphony. Champagne silk's chasm. Terror regret serpents gnawed inward. Father's mangled grass corpse looped sleepless, my demon poise stalked shadows, blade imminent. Lights blazed vigilant, creaks mortal. Dollars dwindled. Concealment craved. Straw, Sophia, the casual plunder, humiliation tool. Rain-lashed night phantom slunk to her Lux tower. Dumpster lurked sodden shiver, entry fixated. Doorman dread, parental peril barred ascent. Ian's, her pearl Bentley purred. Sophia alit, brala bloom. Weary bags shadowed, yet garb sack couture pristine. Harrington hurricane enscathed her perch. Sophia. Ethan lurched shadow, brawling near toppled. Ah. Stagger recoil apparition. Recognition, horror disgust mask. No preppy Ethan, grease mane, stubble patch, hollow feral orbs. Rags filth rent, sweat sour reek. Vagrant incarnate. Ethan. What befell? Tremble shield grip brawler contagion. Sophia, aid. Dad's corpse. Nathan murdered. All ash, manse, coin. Hunter's stock. Old flame, cash flight. Beg. Knees pavement splash mud boot soil, coat hem clutch tears rain cascade. Off. Shriek kick rabid beast free. Terror loathing blade. Filth hands. Begone, Ethan. Your spawn slew him. Bear prodded, all. Self-wrought, me toad. Gravel wretch surveyed, fury glacial. Wedding pulverizer, future phantom, repute rubble. Sink drag now. Venom vintage. Old flame. Your rut birthed apocalypse. Leo lost, family jape stock. Parents daily flay, friends hiss. Your blight. Pestilence. Flea or cops summon. Daggers true pierced. Hope shard vaporized hatred brunt. Rain sodden kneel stun as Sophia tower fled, repugnance radiant. Portal slammed, Lux seal exile. Okay. Howl primal void loss, storm echo bestial. Hell awaits, both. Oath, retribution. Curses beast roar indifferent downpour soul echo. Crawl filth hole husk, mold slab fetal, crumb molder rot self-penitentiary. Terror flame impotent. Peacock to sewer vermin, extermination penned. Whispers impuissant gale. Nathan's wrath unfinished, Sophia's truce phantom. Ethan gutter dissolved, curses night swallowed. Nathan finger lift needless, self-pit profound. Insolvent orphan pariah disgrace filth rot bespoke finale violence eclipse. Sophia, betrayal font, 5-year stomp eve vows, reckoning dawned. Tempest Harrington skipped ostensibly. High rise clung, totes designer, Bentley gleam. Narrative curate socials, jitters rift vague. Nathan's ire Ethan locked presumed. Gossip ebb, reboot fancied. Delusion. Nathan's vigil unbroken. Vengeance no rage spasm, phased obliteration medic. Ethan hors d'oeuvre. Sophia entree. Strip valued, facade, vocation, coin, gall betrayal soul. Money severance first. Sophia kin comfy modest. Designer post respectable stipend parental Boyd curated sheen. Leo lavish dependency ripe exploit. Phone lift casual. Garrett, probe. Sophia Reynolds, Voss Design Agency. Yield, side hustles firm gear, client poach. Garrett, shadow sleuth, grime master narrative shaper. Copy, Mr. Blackwell. Boutique dig easy. 48. Report inbox encrypted, year freelance trio office rigs payments private. Gold, coffee chain brand Erie twin agency pitch major. Litigation shy, guild toxin ample. Smile frosted. Fuse lit. Key docs, pay snapshots anon to Voss chief, HR helm, rival duo venom. Instant karma. Next noon Sophia summoned. Frost glass yells muffled, deny shrill, plea weep, hush yield. Half hour, pallid swollen clutch carton relics gauntlet pity scorn gloat parade. Portal stumble sack exile. Sophia, catastrophe. Boss inferno why. Phony pal trailed foe worry. Lips quiver mute, clutch bolt Bentley. Ignition, maternal flare. Sophia, heavens, what outrage. Boss rang, sacked misconduct. Parental murder. Leo flop sequel. Home elucidate now. Mom, innocent, feeble tear blind. Lies. Humiliation deluge kin friends. Shame slay. Irrelevant, return. Click void. Wheel slump sob cataclysm. Vocation ash, hearth scorn. Nathan coil gut serpent. More. Dread suffocate. Social sepulcher next. Nathan's finale, Voss post-sack gossip inferno. Tips sync blogs forums local venom. Anon veiled name unmistakable, shocker, socialite nuptials Nick's fiancé snags bestie bed. Voss act CR. Unbelief scoop. Friend foe. Male flank twist. Cheat vows all forfeit. Fact fiction toxin, Ethan Dalliance chronic, Nathan gold digger dupe. Coup, forum prime leak blur vid snaps, Sophia ecstasy Ethan leer. Text cap, lose, Nathan. Over. Explosive. Sophia Reynolds. Insta bride glow. Sweet facade snake. Side flesh greed. Fiancé pity 5 grind prenup stab. Karma Voss axe. Ethan Harrington. Roof plunge pop duo doom. Mob torrent. Feeds hate tsunami thou message barrage. Leak number, call text venom swarm. Sophia's social media profiles drowned under an avalanche of vitriol. Thousands of comments and direct messages poured in, a digital lynch mob baying for blood. Her phone number leaked like a sieve, triggering non-stop calls and texts from strangers hurling slurs, threats, and gleeful taunts. Slut. Homewrecker. Karma's bitch. Old acquaintances unfollowed in droves, mutual friends posted cryptic stories shading her betrayal, and even distant relatives chimed in with public lectures on morality. The pristine image she curated, glam photos, travel brags, couple goals with Nathan, crumbled into a cesspool of memes mocking her as Chicago's cheating bride. She locked accounts, went private, deleted posts, but the damage metastasized. Screenshots spread virally, ensuring her shame etched permanently online. Sophia barricaded herself in her high-rise apartment, curtains drawn tight against the world. The luxury that once defined her felt like a gilded cage now. Days blurred into a haze of tears, rage, and paranoia. She smashed her phone after the 100th harassing call, then hurled a wine glass at the wall, watching red shards glitter on the marble floor. Her parents' calls turned from scolding to icy silence, invitations to family events dried up. Friends ghosted, their group chats buzzing without her. Jobless, gossip to oblivion, she paced like a trapped animal, replaying the video, Ethan's grin, Nathan's calm voice, just the beginning. Terror gnawed her, what else had he planned? Desperation clawed, she needed answers, revenge, anything to claw back control. One stormy evening, the doorbell chimed insistently. Sophia peeked through the peephole, heart pounding. A courier stood there, envelope in hand. She snatched it and signed, slamming the door. Inside, a sealed lab report from a top-tier paternity clinic. Trembling fingers tore it open. Bold letters screamed, 99.9% probability Dylan Harrington is the father. Her world inverted. Pregnant. Ethan's. Conceived that fateful hotel night. Nausea surged, she crumpled to the floor, vomit mixing with sobs. The timeline fit, morning sickness dismissed as wedding stress, now damning truth. No escape. Nathan knew. How? The report bore no sender, but his shadow loomed unmistakable. She clutched her belly, future fracturing, single mom disgrace, no career, no support. The betrayal boomeranged, her body now weaponized against her. Word of the pregnancy leaked next, anonymous tip to a sleazy tabloid. Jilted bride knocked up by bestie, scandal baby on way. Blurred ultrasound tease accompanied, her name splashed headlines. Social inferno reignited fiercer. Her mother arrived unannounced, face thunderous, dragging her silent father. Pregnant. By that Harrington scum. You've destroyed us, Sophia. Slaps echoed, not physical but verbal evisceration. No more money. No roof. Handle your bastard alone. They stormed out, locks changed at the family home. Cousins whispered, aunts prayed publicly for her soul. Isolated, belly swelling, Sophia begged old flames for loans, rebuffed. Designer bags pawned for groceries. Mirror mocked, hollow cheeks, unkempt hair, designer dreams dust. Financial noose tightened. Nathan's masterstroke, forged links tying her to Harrington debts. Banks froze accounts overnight, associated liabilities. Creditors, smelling blood from Ethan's ruin, descended. Private lenders raided her apartment under shady liens, inventorying jewelry, art, furniture. Pay or forfeit, growled suited thugs. Photos snapped, assets tagged. Landlord summoned, scandal soils my building. Vacate by dawn, reputation risk. Protests futile, eviction notice slapped. Midnight flight, single suitcase wheels clattering down marble halls, former neighbors averting eyes. Streets cold, rain lashing. Couch surfed a distant cousin's floor, chores for shelter, scrubbing toilets for meals. Pride pulverized. Menial lifeline, cashier at a dingy corner store, graveyard shift. Fluorescent buzz, stale coffee stench, leering customers scanning her swollen belly. Uniform strained, name tag, Sophia, mocked. Tips meager, feet ached, back screamed. Nights alone, fetal kicks reminder of doom. Ethan rumors, institutionalized, raving of devils. Victor's ghost-haunted dreams. Nathan. Ascended. Whispers reached, Wall Street wunderkind, penthouse kingpin, markets bent to his will. Billions amassed, power absolute. Sophia glimpsed him once, tabloid shot, tuxedo sharp, arm candy flawless, skyline throne. Eyes met photos, cold triumph. No mercy. Months ground on. Sophia birthed in county hospital, sterile loneliness. Boy, spitting image Ethan, dark curls, smug pout potential. Named him alone, paperwork blur. Welfare checks, food stamps, endless queues. Store promoted to stalker, backbreaking, invisible. Dreams dead, no runway shows, no galas, no revenge. Mirror aged her decade, stretch marks, exhaustion lines, spirit flicker faint. Holidays solo, baby cries echoing void. One dawn, news pinged, Nathan Blackwell honored philanthropist, empire vast. Final twist, anonymous fund wired, tuition seed. No note, but message clear, I own your future too. She wept, chains eternal. Nathan stood penthouse balcony, Chicago sprawl at feet. Whiskey swirled sunset gold. From ashes, Phoenix soared, hedge fund titan, boardrooms bowed. Betrayal forge hammered unbreakable. Sophia drudged shadows, Ethan madhouse whispers. Justice poetic, total. No regrets. New chapter dawned, unchained conqueror, world canvas. Glass toasted dying light. Empire eternal.